Hey guys, Herbski here again, and as part of episode 3 of the mini-series that we're doing on how to improve on Counter-Strike Global Offensive, we're going to be taking a look at recoil training today. And the map I prefer to use for my recoil training is a map by a guy called Mr. uLLeticaL. It's in the community workshop and it's called Recoil Master. So what we're going to want to do is load up Steam and go to community and workshop. Once in the workshop, you're going to want to find Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Click on this, and in the search bar, you're just going to want to type Recoil Master. Hit enter, and when it comes up, it should be the first entry. It might not be, but it should be near the top because of the amount of likes it has. So when you're in here, same as before, you're just going to want to subscribe to it. Once subscribed, you'll get your little download notification. It takes 2-3 seconds to download. Once downloaded, you're going to want to load up Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and when you've done that, I'll see you in there and we'll take a rundown of the map, show you exactly how it works and why it's so good. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Okay guys, so now we've just downloaded the map. Let's jump into it and see how it works and have a quick rundown. So I just want to go play, find game, go across to workshop, find your new map, which is Recoil Master Weapon Practice. Click it once and start local server. There we go. When it comes on, you're just going to choose your team. Team doesn't really matter because you get to choose your weapons whilst doing the actual map, but I'm going to go terrorist anyway. So here we go. Right.
No more talking. Now we fight.
Now, basics of the map are: this is your spray wall. Your green dot in the center will move every time you shoot. So this is the pattern you want to follow. The green dot will follow the pattern on the top of the screen just here and show you exactly where to go to control the spray, or to counteract the spray, should I say, of the gun. On the floor just in front of you in the center, you've got reset. Shoot that once, we'll reset the everything back to standard. So everything, the green dot's gone back to the middle. Sprays have disappeared. Show impacts. Shoot those. You now get nice blue boxes to show you exactly where all your bullets are hitting. Movement lock. Shoot movement lock. I can freely move around now. Shoot movement lock. Locked exactly to the center. Anything you can do is look up and down, left and right, and jump. So, take movement lock off. Reset everything. On the sides, you've got your settings for the map. Bullet time. Think max pain, think matrix. Shoot this once, press F to turn it on. Once you press F, you'll inspect your weapon, but it will go in slow motion. So now you walk slow, you're aiming slow, all your sound effects, everything nice and slow. Just something to help you control the recoil when you're first starting out. So I'll turn that off because the sound is rather annoying. So next one, infinite ammo. You get infinite ammo, so you're never going to run out of bullets. Moving target, accept moving target, and then you can attempt to follow it whilst you're spraying it. But we'll turn that off for now because you haven't even started shooting it. Multi-target, what this will do is, as the name says, bring up 3 different targets, so you could test your spray patterns against all 3 and see which one's grouping the most. No spread, not entirely sure what that does, never really mess with it, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And T-target, personally I think when you're doing this map you're going to want T-target on. Reason being, if I just shoot this now, you get no info anywhere telling you what your percent or hits or anything were. So turn on T-target. Now shoot it quickly. This tells me I've got 45% shots hit, so 32% of those are on the head, 12% on the chest, none on the stomach, none on the legs. So I prefer to have the T-target on just to see how much percent I'm actually doing. Down here you can change the colours of the ghost hair in the middle, so pink, a dark pink, blue, green and red. I prefer to use green because, as I said in my last video, I can see more shades of green than any other colour. At the top here I prefer to have this turned on. I'm not sure what it's actually called. Ghost hair mode full pattern, there we go. What this does, this will show the actual full pattern that you're to follow whilst spraying, compared to this where you just shoot and the dot will move by itself. At least this way with the full pattern on, if I can shoot it, it will show exactly what you need to follow. So again, up here you've got the range, so you can increase the range if you want. The pattern size will stay the same, but obviously the target is going to be a lot smaller, so instead of aiming down towards his waist, I'm going to be aiming down past his feet to achieve the same sort of effect. So we'll just put that back to standard for now, but it's good to practice this across all different ranges. On the wall over here you have the main guns. I'm not sure why the AWP's on here, because the AWP doesn't really have the spray pattern, so get rid of that. Go back to the M4. M4 again shows you the spray pattern up there, goes down to the right, across to the left, back to the right and down slightly. You've got your shotguns, your P90s, all your pistols, pretty much any main gun you're going to be using in the game. So what I like to do is I like to start off with the AK-47, because this is the staple gun I believe in Counter-Strike. One-shot headshots, even with armor, 3 to 4 bullets to the chest to kill somebody, which is why this is a really good exercise. If you can group your shots, you don't necessarily need to aim for the head when it's a smaller target. You can group your shots in the center and still pick up the easy kills. So what we're going to want to do now is just go on movement lock, so we're dead in the center. Show impacts, I like to have these on so you can see how well you're grouping, and all you need to do now is basically shoot and follow the dot and see how well you can group it. You'll get the info down on the bottom corner, so let's do that now and see how bad I am today. Oh, that one was shocking, I do believe. It's turned infinite ammo off, so I can't overspray. So let's try once more. You can see I hit 53%. I haven't actually done this for a few days, to be honest. 46% this time. 50%. These are just shots on head, because this is head level. If you wanted to practice the spray down on the chest, you could just do the same sort of thing. And there you have it. Now, again, it's the same with the different guns, so we'll go for the M4A4. This one is going to go up and then to the left slightly and then back to the right for the last few bullets. So with the M4 compared to the AK, instead of aiming down towards the knees almost, you're going to be aiming just down to the waistline. And obviously it's only 20 bullets, a lot easier to control. The recoil on this gun is nothing compared to the AK. So as you can see there, hitting 80% of shots on target with that. It's a lot easier, I find. M4A4, it's going to start off the same as the M4A1S until it gets to the 21st bullet, which then it's going to snap back across to the right hand side and then drop down slightly to the right at the end. So I'll start that again. Again, spray is much easier to control with the M4A4 compared to the AK. So those are the basics of this map. We'll just take movement off, lock off, and have a look around the rest of the map. Go for P90. P90 is pretty much what you see everybody doing. You go down slightly, and it's just left to right. It's why you see a lot of P90 players constantly swinging side to side. On the wall over here, you got kind of a little test dummy. It looks a bit like Heisenberg from Breaking Bad, but say my name. So you can shoot that. It doesn't really do anything, but it's just good to see where your actual bullets are hitting in relation to your spray. And now this is where the magic is. You got a little dude over there. Shoot him. Always does, no matter where he hits him. Fantastic. Now we have these secret cheats. So you're going to want to go over to this computer, and press E. Congratulations, you are now Global Potato. You even get a nice little screenshot so you can show all your friends your fantastic new skills. And I'm getting my ass electrocuted. So yeah guys, that's the basics of this map. What I like to do is come on this every couple of days, but admittedly I haven't actually been on it for almost a week now, slacking a little bit. So come on this every few days. What you want to do is warm up, say 10 minutes or so with every gun until you're hitting at least 70 to 80% of shots on target. You're not going to hit every single shot on target, and I'll be surprised if anybody can, because you have auto spray mode, which I believe is this one there. So all you do with auto spray is literally hold the button and it sprays it for you. Follows the pattern, and then come on, that hit 36%. This one a little bit tighter. That one hit 53%. So nobody's ever going to hit 100%, so don't waste your time trying to get every single shot on target. Practice this, like say 10 minutes or so of every gun before you start your games at the start of the day, or every few days at least, just to keep on top of the spray control. You'll be amazed how much better it helps. I personally improved leaps and bounds when I first found out about this map. I could shoot people down at distance, I could spray down through smokes, I could spray down multiple players at once. Whereas before I'd sort of just get just be like this, like everybody else that you see, trying to spray and strafe and up and down, left, right, trying to do what you want. Now you see a bunch of people coming, just spray it down, nice. So it's a big help. It might seem a bit stupid to practice my spray patterns, but believe me, it will help. So practice the guns. The main guns you're going to want to practice is the M4, M4A1S, the AK-47, Galil possibly. I do like the Galil, and it's a really easy spray pattern, really accurate gun as well. Your Mac 10s for your, I can't shoot the Mac 10, but yeah, Mac 10 for the first SMG round as terrorists, if you like to go that way, and your Pro 90s as well. So that is the basics of this map. What you want to do after you practice for a few minutes is put it to test in usually a deathmatch game mode, where it doesn't really matter how much you die, your guns are free, just use what you want. So you've been practicing with the AK for the last 10-15 minutes, jump in, see how many people you can kill, see if you improve, come back, keep practicing. These help a lot guys, so give them a try. Props to the creator of the Recoil map, and drop him a like when you subscribe to it for me. And that's it guys, so go have fun and see how well you can do. Thanks for watching.